It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
We know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles, and there when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Tackled that time by Joey Porter Jr.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Clock running, under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. We're scoreless after 1. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. That is caught. He's got a first and maybe more. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
George Pickens.
53 yards.
And the Steelers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Running left to give to Pacheco.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, they got a takeaway on the last drive with an interception. How about this sack as a terrific follow-up? And that keeps pressure on this offense, and it could force them into more rush decisions or another turnover.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
That's complete, left side to Worthy. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now here's Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
And Xavier Worthy.
43 yards.
And the Chiefs are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he will go out of bounds down at the 15-yard line.
A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
is Wilson. Being chased out left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Second and short now following the fumble. Now Wilson changing the play.
Operating from the gun. Wilson flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Mahomes going to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 52 yards. From the shotgun, Wilson.
A short one there to Fryermuth.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Warren. will score. Touchdown, Steelers. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game.
Oh, this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. And after all that, they're going to start out with unbelievable field position on the return. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
They go play fake. Mahomes.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
A third quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Now Wilson.
He's got Patterson on the out route.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 5.
Here's Wilson.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 23 yards on the play.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Wilson. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Court.
Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the north shore of the Allegheny and Ohio Rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off from Acrisure. From his own end zone, here we go. And he's wishing he left this one in the end zone, Brock, as he goes out of bounds short of the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. A play fake now hurts to throw. He's taking a shot on his first play. Big gain downfield. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly, you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. He's got to gain a 6 there. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Here's another carry for Barkley. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Barkley has the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead right away. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. We'll have him gain about a handful there. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop. Give him 5 on that carry. Bringing up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Wilson now from the gun. He's going to push one deep down. That's grabbed inside the 30. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers finish off their opening drive. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. On the play fake, it's Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. Escapes a defender. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They've got 2nd and 7 to start. They go to Barkley again. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And he gets them down to the 42. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On 4th down, Hurts. Able to find Dotson here. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
Putting the tight end in motion. Wilson now, 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. From the gun, it's Wilson. Caught by Freiermuth. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. This is Warren, headed right. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. And it's the Steelers. Behind the sticks on 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Gets this one to Cordero Patterson. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They kick the running back in motion. Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. He fires one deep down the middle. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Eagles get the football on the first turnover of the contest. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Hits his running back. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he gets him around 6 there. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
First down throwing for Hurts. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On first down, Hurts. The throw is caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. The Eagles decide to spend their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Hurts. Chased out to his right. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles take the lead just before halftime. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. First down, here's Russ. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Trying again following the sack. Finds his man. It's Van Jefferson. And the nice pickup ends beyond the 35 as he goes out.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. 36 fouls.
Blitz coming, Russ. That's caught for the first. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Running back sent in motion. They've got a man in motion. Wilson with it on first. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Russ is cooking again. Locates Jefferson along the sideline, complete. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Wilson to throw again. A massive shot towards the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. They can go to the locker rooms tied if they put this through. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Steelers tie things up at 14. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. He'll take this at the 10. He's out of bounds on that return, Brock, because that takes us into the break. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
That's it, boys. It's got 2 yards on this play. Get out of here with a W offense.
They'll start the drive with Warren. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Rush coming for Wilson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Third down, 1 yard to go. They'll run with Warren. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Yeah, I get it. Fans will measure a running back's merit by touchdowns, yards, the fantasy football world we live in. But as coaches and teammates, Kate, they want something a little bit more. They want to see plays like that, a guy who will always get the short yards in a critical spot like that.
First and 10 from the 41. They kick the running back in motion. First down throw from Wilson. Short pass brought in. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Second and 4. This finds Austin complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Here's first and 10 from the 34. Tight end going in motion here. That's incomplete left side. No luck finding his receiver that time. So second down coming up. Slot man motioned over. Once more, it's Wilson. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. Play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
The drive picks up here, first and 10. First carry for the versatile vet Cordero Patterson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. Offense to the line for second down. Russ now from the gun. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers take a fourth-quarter lead. Pat Fryermuth the touchdown. Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Boswell on to send this away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set, first and 10. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Second and 6 coming up here. They'll give to Barkley. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. First and 10. Here's Hurts. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. He'll look to throw it. And they got there in time. He's taken down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. They'll motion Brown right. Setting up to pass. This finds Smith. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Looking to throw it. He's got Smith. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have two available for them as we approach the end of this game.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Offense going for it here, 4th and 5. To throw. He finds him beyond the marker. That'll be the first and more. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a play to beat the defense on 4th down. It's 23 yards and a first. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Here he is to throw. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal. Back to throw. Escapes out to the left. And he brings it in. Touchdown, and a big decision coming up for him now. A big spot for the Eagles now as they go for two. All or nothing, they'll run it. And he's going to run in for two. Oh, they gambled the entire game on that call. And now they're in line for the win. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be second down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Wilson now from the gun. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Cooper to Jean in to pick it off. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel like, Kate, he's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said. Some nice touchdowns as well. But there's still a couple of these looks in coverage that are giving him problems, and he's got to figure that picture out.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down, a run with Barkley. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. And a timeout's called. We'll have likely just a final play. Only 6 seconds remaining in this one.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Second and 6 coming up here. Running is Barkley. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.